Hi there. Today I'll be showing you golden eyes and a little bit of rusty orange shade on the corners. And this makeup look is best suited during the night because I'll also be using a little bit of glitter and I hope you like it. Let's get started. I'll start with my eyes to avoid fallout and then move on to the foundation. Okay, the first step is to neutralize the darkness under the eyes and over the lids, for which I'll be using this MAC palette and the color that I'm using is the burnt coral. This is a corrector in an orange rusty shade which neutralizes the darkness under the eyes, and it is suitable for most of us. So this is my go-to shade to cover up the pigmentation or darkness under eyes. So the best way to use a corrector or a concealer is to pat it, never to swipe it, because it creases later on. So always make sure that you pat very gently under the eyes. Once I neutralize my under eye, as you can see, the right and the left eye, there is a difference. Although you can see the orange, we'll be covering the orange using a concealer in the same shade as my skin tone. It's very important to use a concealer as your skin tone, the same color as your skin tone, and especially when you're correcting the darkness under eyes. So I'm using a concealer from the same palette in this color. I think it's NC40 under my eyes. Make sure you cover the inner corners. Do you see the difference already? Alright, here you go. I'm done with both the eyes, and I'll be using the eyeshadow now. And the shadow that I'll be using is in golden shade. This is a Lakme palette and this is Tango Rush. I just love the colors, and I also use drugstore products and I also use the high-end, and I've begun to like Lakme eyeshadows because it kind of suits our Indian skin tone, and especially this gold is what I really am in love with. And this is a photo ready eye art that I picked up some time ago. I do not know if this still exists. This is from Revlon. It's called the photo ready eye art. It's like a light, you can use it like a liner, you can use it like an eyeshadow just to create that pop on the center of your eyes. And it's and I've used the same gold on my brow bone to highlight the brow bone. Now what I'll be doing is I'll be using this shimmer on the center of my eyes. Since it's a liquid, I'm patting it and I'm gonna let it dry on its own. Now my color is dry and I'm going to be using a liner over the lids, and I'm going to be lifting the eye up. So basically our eyeshadow is going towards the temple in a pointed direction. Okay, so it's a very light liner, slightly winged out, that I'm using over my eyes. Make sure there are no gaps and you basically cover each and every lash line. So I have used a slightly thick liner today because it's a more dramatic, and I am not smudging my liner as I usually do. I'm gonna let it be like this. Okay, so I'm pretty much done with my eyes. I'm yet to do my lower lash line. So I'll be doing my foundation and then I'll do my lower part of the eyes. I'll also be neutralizing the darkness around my mouth area using the same orange that I used under the eyes. And then I'll apply a layer of concealer over it. Next, my favorite foundation, Clarins. This is an everlasting foundation which lasts all day long because I have a tendency to sweat and my skin is a little oily. And make sure any liquid foundation you shake well before you use it. So here I am done with my foundation and I'll be doing my lower lash in a black brown, and I'm using the same shadow that I used on the outer corners to smudge it a little. So this is the one that I used as a liner also. This is in Lakme Iconic. This is one of my favorites right now because it just glides so easily on my skin. I'm trying to join the inner corners this time because most of them, I personally don't do this. This is just that so you learn how to do. I'm showing you, but make sure that if your eyes are really tiny, please do not close your eyes even